Welcome to this Windows 8 channel. In this Back to Basics episode, I'm going to show you how to uninstall apps and how to uninstall programs. Very important to make a difference between both. Apps are the software that are usually viewed as tiles in your Windows install. So that's what you have usually in the start menu. That's what you might have even in the list. They usually come either pre-installed or from the Microsoft Store. These are what we call apps. Programs are more into the category where you'll have inserted either a CD or a DVD, or maybe downloaded a file, clicked a setup, and followed some instructions while you were installing it. There's a simple way to uninstall pretty much everything, and there's also knowledge of two ways that you can actually go and uninstall stuff. First of all, if it's an app, for example, I would like to remove my podcast app that I have here. What I would right click on it and just click uninstall. And what it does is that uninstall will simply remove the app. So I can click uninstall. One thing about apps, because apps synchronize between PCs, you can also put a little check mark here. For example, I've got 3 PCs that sync my apps. If I put that check mark, it means it uninstalls not only from this PC, but all the other PCs that I've installed it also. So that's the first thing about uninstalling apps. It's as easy as that. The same can pretty much go with a program. So for example, Google Chrome. This is not a modern app. This is the Google Chrome program installed from the web. If I right click on this and go to uninstall, it's going to send me to the programs and features, the uninstall or change a program in the computer in the control panel. And here you have a list of all the programs that are installed. It's very important to note that apps are not in this list. No apps you have on your computer will show up in this uninstall or change a program list. These are two separate worlds. That's what makes Windows 8 a little awkward for a lot of people. Having this vision that your system is kind of two worlds in one. So you can of course access the uninstall through the start menu. So it doesn't matter. You can go here and say, I want to, let's say I want to uninstall a program that I don't use anymore. So you go and search for the different programs you might have installed. They'll show up in the apps list. Every program in the uninstall a program shows up in this list, which is also something that makes it a little awkward and difficult to really know the difference between what's an app and what's a program, because they are kind of different in the way that they are installed, but will show up also in the app list in the start screen. So it's very bizarre, and this is going to be really different once we go to Windows 10, but for now this is how it is. If you want to uninstall a program or several programs from your computer, so we're not talking about apps here, we're talking about programs that you've downloaded from the web, programs that you might have installed from a CD or DVD, a USB key, and so on. The best thing you can do is simply go in the bottom left, right click in the start button, and from there you have programs and features at the top. Simply go there and you will be to the list of uninstalled programs. And here all the programs you've installed or that were pre-installed are visible here. And you can go through the list, click a piece of software, click the uninstall button at the top, and remove it from your computer. And that's how it's going to work. And you can remove several types of programs if you want. Whatever you uninstall, an app or a program, it's always safe and always the best thing you can do is to simply restart or reboot your computer to make sure that everything is okay, and also to make sure that any files that was left behind that need to be uninstalled will have been uninstalled. So it's a little weird in the way it's been done, but just keep in mind that there are two types of programs in your computer. There's the modern apps, which are uninstalled easily just by right-clicking the tile and clicking the uninstall button. And there's programs that will obey to a different way of uninstalling, but you can still click those programs from your program list. So for example, I've got Word. If I would like to uninstall it, I just click here and click uninstall, and it's going to send me to the programs, because that's where everything is, and Microsoft Word 2013 being a program that was installed from a setup. So hope you understand what I mean. I know it's a little bizarre to think that there are kind of two types of programs, basically apps and programs, and I stress a lot about the fact that I prefer that we call the old apps programs, the ones that we installed with a setup file and followed instructions. I prefer to call those programs, even though apps are programs. They're just installed differently, and mostly from the Microsoft Store. If you have any comments or questions on what you've seen, let us know. If you enjoy videos, why not subscribe to your channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any really suggestions of something we might be able to help you with, or maybe create a video, why not ask away. Thank you for watching.